Well, I got up late this morning. This the latest I ever stayed in bed in a long time. But I got up at 8 a.m. this morning. And I laid down. I woke up 8 a.m. this morning, but I didn't get out of bed until around 9. And I just couldn't lay in bed no longer. So I decided to get up. It seemed to me I'm a little bit drowsy, but other than that, I'm doing all right. And I am directly doing what need to be done to get an understanding of the Constitution and the laws that govern all authority in the USA. Still, I'm trying to figure out why I can't vote in this election. This was the only election that I could pick a candidate that were worthy of me voting for them. You know, I could not pick nothing out of Jimmy Carter and President Ford, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, George Governor Bush, or whoever. I just couldn't vote for none of them because none of them was suitable to be president. So when I started noticing things like who is going to be your president and who is the best person for president, I never had that option of determining that. But for the first time, I got an option saying that Hillary Clinton is different between the others. You know, I admit she do have some points that need correcting. It's things about her that need correcting. She needs to correct herself on certain things. On certain issues, she must wake up and smell the marijuana and realize certain things and certain options, but at the same time, she is the best suitable person for presidency. If Donald Trump wins the presidency, it will be because he got this stand where this was going to win the presidency. If Donald Trump wins, it will be not because what he can do for the people. It will be homosexual will vote him in, and they would because when these male homosexual vote for someone, they get the female vote too. You know, when male homosexual say I'm going to vote for this candidate, well then female vote for the same candidate that the male homosexual vote for. The reason why, because that was guys like Hitler and the Ku Klux Klan made it possible, because they think now they're gonna discriminate. They're gonna discriminate against women. They're gonna discriminate against blacks. They're gonna discriminate against good people. They're gonna discriminate against. Now these homosexuals, they don't get discriminated against, but only thing they get is talk about they're going to be discriminated against homosexuals. They just get talk about we're going to discriminate against these homosexuals, but they never discriminate against these homosexuals. Now, in the meantime, these homosexuals not being discriminated against, but will put a rumor out that they are being discriminated against. So hey, female, we got something in common. They discriminating against us. So why don't we be on the same team? Because they discriminate against homosexual too. Just like they discriminate against women, they discriminate against homosexual too. Why don't we be on the same team? So with that, females often vote for whoever these male homosexual vote for. Whoever these male homosexual vote for, they already got the female vote because lesbians are gonna vote just like the female, like those male homosexual vote for. Lesbians gonna vote for the male homosexual that prove themselves over and over and time again to prove themselves to be the enemy of lesbians. They are the enemy of lesbians. They have this thing called that they will not go down by themselves. And on a lot of cases, they'll say lesbian. And how many times you heard male homosexuals say lesbian bring diseases in the world too? But that can't be farther from the truth. Lesbians do not bring diseases in the world. Only male homosexuals bring diseases in the world. So now, since the lesbian is going to team up since they team up with homosexual, whoever the male homosexual vote for, the lesbian gonna vote for, and other women gonna vote for who the lesbian vote for because they don't know that they lesbians. Only thing they know, hey, this is a women group right here, and this women group gonna vote for Donald Trump. Now this women group vote for Donald Trump, the rest of the women's gonna vote for Donald Trump too. But they don't know those women are lesbian and doing this cyclically what male homosexual tell them to do. And male homosexuals say, hey, vote for Donald Trump. Well, at that point, male homosexual will get what they want. Lesbian will vote for Donald Trump. Now lesbian vote for Donald Trump. Now women that not lesbian will vote for Donald Trump because other women don't know they're lesbians. They don't know these group of women are lesbians. They don't know these group of women are on the side of homosexuals. Which I would say the right thing for any lesbian to do is tell the women why they voting for that person. Just tell the women that, hey, look here, we voting, for homosexual, and that's who we vote for. When the homosexual say vote for this person, we do what the homosexual tells us to do. That would be a good thing for a lesbian. At least put their cards on the table. Put their cards on the table and tell the rest of the women that they is lesbians and they is gonna vote exactly like these male homosexuals tell them to vote. And that's the only way Donald Trump can win. And the only reason these male homosexuals might want Donald Trump to win, not because he can make world condition better, because he did call a transsexual a her. He did say she got lawyers. So Donald Trump let these male homosexuals know that he is on their side. He let those male homosexuals know that he is on their side because he might have to put him into a mid-universe passion because Donald Trump called him a her. She got lawyers. Donald Trump said, when I point out time and time again, how many lawyers did Donald Trump get? Donald Trump can get over 1,000 lawyers and it won't affect his bank account one bit. He can get over 1,000 lawyers. He can get over 1,000 lawyers and it will not affect his bank account one bit. But those male homosexuals live like that, so they will see Donald Trump as a promising candidate. Why did they vote for Barack Obama? They know Barack Obama was that nigga, and they know that Barack Obama will try his best to do what he can for male homosexuals. So that's why Barack Obama, if Barack Obama were to say, hey, I don't like homosexuals, they're not good people, or nothing like that, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be a good president for all, but males shouldn't do that. Now, nobody ain't going to vote for them. Women ain't going to vote for them. Because the reason why women ain't going to wouldn't vote for him and he come down with male homosexual, because male homosexual will get to that point where they will get women to vote their way. So wherever the majority of the homosexual vote for, women are going to vote that way too. So the majority of homosexual, they going to vote. If they vote for Donald Trump, the majority of females is going to vote for Donald Trump. Because the only reason why the majority of homosexuals going to vote for Donald Trump, because Donald Trump called a transsexual a her. And Donald Trump would have called him a him, well at that point, it might be a different situation. But since Donald Trump say, I might have to put him, he called him a her, proving you don't want no president that don't know the difference. And he not smart enough to find out the difference between a him and a her, and he don't know how to put things together, and he gonna call him a her. Well, automatically that proof right there that anybody can push who they call a bully. They call Donald Trump a bully. Well, how come he get pushed around so easy? How come he letting the people know he being pushed around? Because he said he might have to let him in the mid-universe passion. Because he got lawyers, but he blows the cage by saying, calling him a her. He said she got lawyers, calling a him a her. And those male homosexuals know that what Donald Trump said, so they might vote for him, but only for that reason. The only way, the reason why they would vote for Donald Trump, because he called him a her, and said that he might have to put her in the mid-universe passion, when I prove to everybody that he is not a her, he is a man. Inside's a man. He take male vitamins. Scientists say he a man. Lab technology say he a man. Doctors say he a man. Surgeons say he is a man. And when they look in his inside, at his inside they will say that's a man. When they look at his kidneys, they will say that's a man. When they look at his liver, they will say that's a man. When they look at his heart, they will say that's a man. When they look at his brain, they will say that's a man. When they look at the hair, the trains of hair in their head, they will say that's a male right there. That's a man. So every which way but loose, been proven that they are males. They is a man. But yet Donald Trump say she got lawyers. Now that's too bad judgment on Donald Trump's part. Because that who Donald Trump called a she, I got a 6th grade education. And I know better. That's all I got. I got nothing but a 6th grade education. So I know for a fact that that's a him. I know that's a him. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to write too well. But I know that was a him. I know a transsexual is a man. He is a man, and a man only. He is not a woman. Now, with Donald Trump letting them know he can be bullied. He letting them know he can be bullied because before the trial even began, Donald Trump already gave up the fight. he say he might have to let her in the Miss Universe pageant because she got lawyers, knowing that Donald Trump could hire over 1,000 lawyers to work for him, and it would not have affected his bank account one bit. He could hire 1,000 lawyers, and that would not have affected his bank account one bit. 1,000 lawyers. Donald Trump could have easily got the top 1,000 lawyers in the world to represent his case that a man cannot be in the Miss Universe pageant. So these male homosexuals saw Donald Trump say that, so they might vote for Donald Trump for that reason and that reason only. But the idea that, well, I don't know too much about Muslims. I don't even know what their religion is. I don't know too much about Muslims. I just know that I have seen some female Muslims, and those female Muslims do come out as someone that is decent. Female Muslims come out as decent people. So I wasn't looking at the female. I don't know about the male Muslims because that's not my concern. Male Muslims is not my concern. Female Muslim is my concern. So automatically, I noticed that female Muslims, like everybody else, have their ups and downs, but as a whole, they are decent people. But I don't know what Donald Trump get off saying that he gonna bar Muslims from coming to the land of liberty. How can you bar somebody from coming to the land of liberty? So Donald Trump said he gonna bar Muslims from coming in. And then Donald Trump insult race, different races, the Hispanics. He say on certain races, he's saying that males are rapists, in which I say that's true. They are rapists in that nationality, but be fair. Every nationality, every male in every nationality is rapist. So Donald Trump is not representing himself. Donald Trump is causing war. When Donald Trump, anytime Donald Trump put on a campaign speech, they got guys in the audience fighting. Why don't Donald Trump say to the people, hey, don't fight, don't fight? Because we just gonna, if you wanna fight, fight when you vote for somebody. Vote for the people you want to be president. Now you vote for me, good. If you vote for somebody else, good. But don't fight. We don't want no fight, we want peace. Now Donald Trump don't want peace. He wants the audience to fight one another. So automatically, Donald Trump is not the man for president because he wants people to fight in the audience. He's going to want people to fight around the world. And then we're going to be people fighting and breaking down violence and getting into violence act. So Donald Trump is not the person for president. Guarantee vote for anybody but Donald Trump. And remember, I'm the one that told you that if you vote for Donald Trump, America will regret it in more ways than they can count. They will regret it and they will be vocal about it. They will say, oh, sorry, we voted for Donald Trump. We are sorry, and that is a guarantee from a man that should know that you should and you can, but when it comes down to it, vote for anyone but Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump is not a savior man. Do you really want to vote for a man that will call a him, a her? When I prove that these transvestites are males and males only, then you better sell your male vitamins. If you ever get very unhealthy, say on male's vitamins, because you can't get the full benefit if you take female vitamins. So say on your male vitamins, transvestites, say on the male's vitamins. So when you get found walking down the road and somebody kill you and then your body deteriorating and they look at your hair and say, I didn't know he was a transvestite, but I knew he was a male. When you go to prison, transvestite, they're going to put you on the male side. They're not going to put you on the female side. When you go to a mental hospital, the psychiatric ward, they're going to put you on the male's end, male transvestites, not on the female's end. When you go to jail, they're going to put you on the male side, you male transvestite, not the female side. So when the doctors say you are very ill, to build your blood system, you must take vitamins. The doctor don't have to tell you now, take male vitamins. Take male vitamins. That's what you're supposed to take, vitamins from males. Why? Because you are male. Everything telling you you're a male. Everything saying you're a man. So be a man. And how can I dare these transvestites to try to be women? How in the world can you be a woman when you can't even be what you is? And what you is a man. You is a man. A man. So you might be able to fool the people with your clothes on. You might be able to put on a female dress. You might be able to put on female shoes. You might be able to put on a female wig. You might be able to fool the people with your clothes on, but guarantee if you take your clothes on, you can't fool nobody. You can't fool nobody. Take your clothes off and let somebody look at you there and say, that's a transvestite right there. Those stupid people, those people ain't got good sense. Look at that. That don't look nothing like a woman's vagina. That's what the people will say. And these what they call he-she's that say they half man and half woman. Now look at the fights. It's been proven the same way about them. They take male vitamins. Who they call a he-she, they take male vitamins. Not only they take male vitamins, but when they go to a mental hospital or psychiatric ward, they go to the male side. So the law already say they're males. When they go to prison, they go to the male side. The law already say they're males. When they go to any place like that under the government office, they go to the male side. And that's where they go, on the male side. So the same thing about transvestite is the same thing about what they call he-she's. They go to the male sides and they take male vitamins. So you keep on taking those male vitamins if you want the best for your health. Now you don't want the best for your health, take female vitamins. It ain't gonna do you good at male vitamin. Male vitamin is what you need. The doctor will tell you, get on male vitamin. Get on vitamin for males. Don't get on vitamin for females. Get on vitamin for males. That's what the doctor will tell you. Get on vitamin for male. You might say, but I want to be a woman. Get on vitamin for male. But I don't want to be a man. Get on vitamin for male, the doctor will tell you. You might say, I don't want to be a man. Get on vitamin for male. And the doctor will be insisting for your own safety, get on vitamin for males. For your own health. Your blood is run down. You need to get on vitamin for male, and your life is on the line. You're going to do just that. You're going to get on vitamin for males, proving that you is a man. Now, how can you be a woman when you can't even be what you is, a man? That's what you is, a man. A coward man that's trying to take the spot from women that you supposed to protect. You supposed to protect those women. That was the law of the land. Male protect females. But rather than you protecting female, you duck out of your responsibility. You duck out of your responsibility. Now, all of a sudden, you trying to take the place of women. Now you know you can't because you can't have no babies. You can't have a baby. How come only thing you can do is put on the wig, put on the women's clothes, put on the women's dress, put on women's shoes? That's all you can do. That's all you can do. But you can't do nothing that a woman can do. A woman got breast milk. She's selling her breast milk and she's making money on her breast milk. You got nothing in you to sell. You got nothing in you to sell. Women are bringing babies in the world. A transsexual, how can they give the way a woman can give when they can't even bring life in the world? They can't even be a dad. They can't be a mama. They definitely can't be a mama. Now they can't even be a daddy no more. So they got nothing to give. So these transsexuals better realize they is a man. You're a man. Your inside is males. And yes, what the difference between a male and a female? Well, I will tell you just one difference. They know far, far more. And when I say far more, I mean just that. They know far, far, far more. They know far more about a male's body, but know very little about a female body. They know far more about a male's body. They know very little about a female body. They know far more about a male's inside. They know far more about a male's mind, brain. They know far more about a male's heart. They know far more about a male's liver. They know far more about male kidneys. They know far more about male blood. They know far more about males in general, but they know very little about a woman's brain. They know very little about a woman's heart. They know very little about a female kidney. They know very little about a female liver. They know very little about a female blood system. They know very little about a female vertical wall. They know very little about a female. They know far more about a man, but very little about a female. So that just tells you right there that it is a difference between a man and a woman. It's a difference between a boy and a girl. It is a big difference, a real big difference. And you can't get no difference, no bigger than that. Because that's the way it is. So now, you know everybody know the truth. I told you the truth. There is no such thing as a half man, half woman. It is a freak and a sideshow. That's what they call these people. They call, if you want to call them people, who you call he she, the one they call he she, will automatically just realize that is no such thing as a half man, half woman. It's just a freak and a sideshow. So you look at them with their clothes off at a fair, people will say, I'm going to pay $1 to see that. I want to see that freak show. Me, I wouldn't, you couldn't pay me to watch something like that. I don't even want to look at them. I do not want to look at that freaky show, that freak show and a sideshow. I do not want to look at it. So that's what you got. You got a freak show. Something that will make your stomach weak, make your stomach nauseous, watching what they call a he-she. So what the deal is, he-she's and transsexuals and other males is the same thing. They is the same thing. They is a man. They is a male. So stay on your male values. If you want to be healthy, stay on male values. Because you is a male. You is a man. You got nothing to give. Female got something to give. They bring babies in the world. And thanks to female, God can get bigger muscles. Because female is selling their breast milk. Now guys can get bigger muscles now. Bigger chest muscle, bigger arm muscle, and they can work out because breast milk got more time vitamins in it. More time minerals in it. And female breast milk got fiber in it. Fiber in it. So the more healthy milk you can drink is breast milk that comes from a female. That's the more healthy milk you can drink is breast milk from a female, from a woman. Breast. That is the more healthy milk you can drink. And take that to the bank and draw some interest so you can purchase yourself some female breast milk. It must be happening down because women are buying furniture for their living room, buying furniture for their dining room, their kitchen, buying furniture for their house from selling their breast milk. They're making a down payment on a house selling their breast milk. So automatically, women can sell their breast milk. Women's got something to give. Transsexual and need what they call he-she, they got nothing to give. They only take. Now, after women went through all that trouble to build up the universe passion, it took them over 100 years to do it. Over 100 years to build a universe passion. And women put in all that hard work to build up the universe passion. Now, Donald Trump gonna let some man just come in after women did the hard work and let a man come in and say, okay, we're gonna put you in the universe passion. That I did not tolerate it. So that's why I had to prove they are males. And males got no business in the mid-universe passion. Males got no business in the mid-universe passion. If they want a passion, get a passion of their own. Get a man passion. Leave the females alone. So now they were trying to degrade women. Because now if they win, when they win one thing, they go out to something else. If they would have been able to be in the universe passion, now they're gonna be your Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Now they're gonna be your tennis players. Female, they'll be playing female tennis, female boxing, female basketball. They're gonna be want to be on the female team. Trumps and not everything. So since I proved they're males, they can't be on the female basketball team. They cannot be on the female softball team. They cannot be in the mid-universe passion. They cannot be Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. They cannot be female golf players. They gotta play with the males. They gotta play with the male because they is males. It has been proven in more way than you can count, more way than I can count. They is males. In the way you look at it. If you look at inside them, they don't have no eggs inside them. The same way they were before they had that operation, they inside is the same way now. After they had that operation. The same way they is right now will be on the inside. I'm talking about their kidney, liver, blood, and their inside. If you cut the transsexual, you cut the homosexual in half and look inside their gut and look inside of them, you will see the same inside that they got saying they male is the same inside they got when they have that operation to be transsexual. Well, actually, they're not transsexual. It's no such thing as transsexual. I'm just calling them transsexual so the people will know what I'm talking about. I'm just identifying them. But that's why I'm talking about transsexual so the people will know who I'm talking about or what I'm talking about. Now, the same thing they were before they went to that surgery is the same thing they are after they went to that surgery. Before they went to the surgery, they could only give the homosexuality to the tail. After surgery, when the doctor say, you're a woman, well, they're a woman, how come they have made no improvement? The only way they can go is to the tail. That's the only way they can go, to the tail. And yes, I say it again, they might be able to fool anybody. They might be able to fool anybody with their dress, with clothes on, with their clothes on. But the septum, I didn't say a minute. I didn't say a minute. I say a septum. The septum, you see them with their clothes off, right away you can say, that's a man. When you see these transsexuals, what they call he, she, when you see them with their clothes on, right away, you'll say, that's a man. That's a man right there. That is a man. Because you will see for yourself. So their best weapon of fooling people, the best weapon they got of fooling people, trying to convince people that they're women, keep on your clothes. Don't take your clothes on and people gonna spot it right away. That's a man. Keep your clothes on. And then that's the best shot you got. That's the best shot these transsexuals got. Keep their clothes on because they take their clothes on right away. You're gonna say that is a man. The first septum, not the first minute, the first septum, they take their clothes off. Right away, you can say, that's a man. So the best weapon they got is they want to fool the people, and I don't know why they want to fool the people. Tell the people what you is. Show the people what you is. Stop, but I can't blame you for being ashamed of being what you is. Although y'all got no pride, but you still got shame. Y'all might say, I'm not ashamed. So look at me, I'm belching out loud, showing you I'm not ashamed. You ain't got no manners. So why should you be ashamed? Because you got no manners. But deep inside, you got shame in you. You is so much ashamed because anybody that would try to take the praise, any man that supposed to protect women, gonna try to take the place of women, you deserve any bad thing that happened to you. Any kind of bad thing. If somebody torture you, if somebody beat you, if somebody burn you, if somebody run you over, if somebody kill you, you deserve the most worst treatment because your job is to protect women. But yet you try to take what women got, and you can't take what women got because the world can't survive without women. But the world can survive easily without transsexuals. The world don't need transsexuals. That is the world's enemy. Transsexual is the enemy of the world. But you do need winners. But you don't need transsexual. You don't need what these people call he-she's. You don't need them. They're not needed. They're not necessary. But female is necessary because nothing can work without females. Nothing can work without a lady or a girl. Nothing works. But things work much better without transsexuals. Indeed, what you call he-she, things work much better without them. But things don't work at all if they would have had their way. The they thing is, they were going to make a man a woman. And when a man becomes a woman, they get rid of females. How sick is that? Now they know, hey, we got to keep these women in the world. Because without women, we can't have fun no more. We can't enjoy ourselves no more. And we can't have intercourse with women no more. And we can't live without intercourse. We need that enjoyment that women get to male called intercourse. So male enjoy having intercourse with women far more than they enjoy being into a homosexuality with another man. What the proof is? Tell them you enjoy males that much. Well, you just leave women alone. Don't even talk to them. Just leave women alone. But you can't do it. You can't do it. So automatically, you want yourself a woman. You don't want yourself a transsexual. You need yourself a woman. You don't need yourself a transsexual. So transsexual got no purpose. They not doing the world no kind of good. They are taking and taking and taking, but doing no giving. They don't do no kind of giving. They just take. So I'm just telling, as it is, nobody needs transsexuals. What we need is to get rid of them so we can have some world peace. But it's not going to be no world peace until they start leaving the office of the world at any price. So you want to do the right thing? Then from that point, remember I will say to you, and I will say to the females, ladies and girls, if man is repenting, you will know if you pick up the paper, and then when you pick up that paper, you will see transsexual being dead, somebody killed them, or somebody tortured and killed them. Then from that point, you will know whether or not man tried to repent. But you don't hear about transsexual being killed, and all you heard about is women being killed, then you know man is not repenting. And my guess is they won't repent because they so jealous of female and they not even trying to fight it. They just want female to be tortured because female can do so much with their body. They can do so much with their mind. They can go so far. They can go farther than male. They are far more perfect than a male is. Female is far more perfect than a male. A little girl is far more perfect than a little boy. A woman, a lady, is far more perfect than a man. So at this point, maybe nobody is perfect, okay? Nobody is perfect, but the closest thing to perfectibility would be female. They more closer to being perfect than males. A girl is far more perfect, far more close to being perfect than a boy. A woman is far more, a lady is far more being perfect than a man. So women do have that on their side. They're far more perfect than a man. They're more closer to perfection than a man. A female is more closer to perfection than a male. And they know I tell the truth. They know I tell the truth. But who come in last place? These transsexuals come in last place. They are far. They will never be perfect, okay? They will never be perfect. Female, somewhere somewhere down the line, they will become perfect. Somewhere down the line, female will become perfect. Very perfect. And you best believe that female will become perfect and they will do their thing in a perfect way. Males, the way they go now, they will never see perfectibility. They will never know what it feels like to be perfect because they support transgressions. The one that got nothing to give. They got nothing to give. They can't bring babies in the world. You can't say, mama or daddy, I want you to meet my wife. We got married last night. And 2 months later, you say, hey, my wife's gonna have a baby, mama and daddy. And they're gonna make you a proud grandparent. My wife, she's gonna make you a proud grandparent. And then now they tell their parent that. Can a man bring a transsexual to meet his parents and say he gonna have a baby? No, he can't say he gonna have a baby because he can't have a baby. How come out of all these transsexuals and what they call he, she's, how come not one of them ever had a baby? Not one of them ever had a baby. Some of them are daddies, but they became daddies before they became transsexuals. But they never were able to become a mama because they're not a female, they is a male. They is a male, and you gotta do like you do with a dog that mess in the house. What you do is put his nose in that mess, and you let him smell his mess. So I'm going to let these transsexuals smell their mess. You will never be a woman. How can you be a woman when you can't even be what you is, a man? That's what you is, a man. And you will always be a man. You were born a male, and you're going to always be a male. There ain't no way around it. So wake up for once in your life, do the right thing, take off your wig, take off those female dresses, and try your best to walk like a man, to talk like a man, to act like a man, because you will get lost if you try to be a woman. Because you're not a woman, nowhere near a woman. Your inside say males. The inside of you don't never change. Even when you take that operation, your insides is still the same. Your heart the same, your brain the same, your liver the same, your kidney the same, your hair the same, your blood is the same. None of that change. Women got AIDS in them that can have babies. Males don't have no AIDS in them. How can be he, she, what they call he, she, not he, she, but what they call he, she, how come they got sperm in them, but they don't have no AIDS in them, so they can have a baby? So if they would have man and have woman, they would have a sperm in them, like a sperm you shoot to an egg, so the eggs can get pregnant? How come the transsexual what they call he, she, how come they don't have those AIDS in them? They got sperm in them, they got everything they got in them, they're males. So as any surgeon, as any doctor, as any scientist, if those he, what they call he, she, if you thing as a half man and half woman, you make them say it under oath. To keep from perishing themselves, they got to tell you the truth and say, no, he, she got a male body and only a male body. There ain't no such thing a half man or a half woman. They is males. They is a man. And that's all they will ever be is a man. They will never be able to have babies. They will never be able to possess breast milk. They will never have that life. So they will only life they got is being a man. So be a man. Do something for yourself and stop trying to be a woman, because you will never be a woman, because there is nothing more pressure than a lady or a girl. They are the more precious thing on earth. So when you spend all that taxpayer money, and that's what y'all using the taxpayer money. While y'all using the taxpayer money, well, just remember, for sure, while y'all using the taxpayer money, just remember, you still gonna be a man at the end of the day. Because that ain't nothing but a trouble to the world. Now, you gotta realize that these precious little girls, they gonna be ladies eventually. Now males got something to prove to their daughters. Can their daughter trust them? Can a sister trust her brother? Can a mother trust her son? Can a grandmama trust her grandson? You got something to think about. But all y'all males that want to be a woman, you will never be a woman. Work on something you can become. Work on something you can become. You might be able to become an elephant. You might be able to become a lion. You might be able to become a dog. You might be able to become a rat. You might. But you will never be a woman. You will never be a woman. Because they try to give a man, they try their best to give a man a vagina. A man cannot get a vagina. Surgeon is smart. They very smart. They got the knowledge. But they cannot give a man a vagina. I had the opportunity to see many vaginas at a topless bar. And let me say, no way a surgeon can give a man what I saw with my own two eyes in these women, whether they were white, black, or Puerto Rican. I saw white women. I saw a lot of white women at the top of the bar. I saw a lot of black women at the top of the bar. I saw a Puerto Rican at the top of the bar. And believe me, no way a surgeon can give a man a vagina. Now if a surgeon can't give a man a vagina, and he take off his clothes, right away you gonna say, that's stupid transsexual. Those stupid transsexual. I don't want to look at that no more. That's the first thing a man gonna say. I don't want to look at it, and I'm glad I never saw it before. I'm glad I never had to look at a man, one of these transsexual with their clothes off. I'm glad I never saw that. I'm glad I never saw that pitiful thing that these transsexuals do in the name. They jealous of women. But I'm going to tell these transsexuals, between me and female, I will say it again, between me and female, I will say it one more time, one more time now, between me and female, between me and female, between me and female, between